Hello, race fans. Yo, tune in back to the NJ Off-Road Showdown. My name is Clint Spanish, and this is Bob Motors, and you're looking at our two drivers that did not qualify in Group 1. And here are our two finalists, Bumping Billy and Uncle Elvis, who will join them. As we look over here, you'll see the signs of who's racing: Dutch Clutch Racing, Oregon Outcast Diecast Racing, and White Knuckle Motoring Speed Shop. Are you sure it's not the A Team or 905 Diecast? No, it says White Knuckle Motoring Speed Shop. Huh, we're on those trademark. Well, anyway, we have a great lineup. Take it away, Clint. We have the one who got a clean sweep in his exhibition run, Judge Van der Schiff, and he is from Wisconsin in that Ram Rebel. We have another Ram Rebel, and this one's driven by Ranger Ricky from Oregon Outcast Diecast. And no surprise, he's from Oregon. And finally, our only foreign racer, all the way from Ontario, Canada, White Knuckle Motoring Speed Shop, it's Crazy Canuck! Yeah, that's right, we have 3 drivers. Would have been 4, but see, the truth is, Boggs Family Racing did not arrive, and unfortunately, he'll get a DNQ. He will not qualify. Yeah, well, anyway, as we're off, we watch Ranger Ricky pull out in the lead and spins around like a top hat. Crazy Canuck gets pick it up, push him in through first. And that's it, the first race is done. And I'm sure that's not the way that Dutch Van der Schiff wanted to start group racing, because Ranger Ricky, watch it, he just spun around like a top. Dutch Van der Schiff swerved out, if you saw right there, and Crazy Canuck's just gonna give him a friendly tap. Now, we're not sure if Crazy Canuck crossed the line or not, so we're gonna go to an overhead view, and it shows that Crazy Canuck has indeed crossed the line. And the rules are, if you cross the line, you are giving credit. So, Ranger Ricky will get 4 points, and Crazy Canuck has bumped his score up to 3. Alright, here we go for race 2. Dutch Van der Schiff needs to calculate on this if he wants to move into the finals. That is if Ranger Ricky or Crazy Canuck ruin it for him. As we're off for the second race. Clint, stop it off. Bob, you have a jump, dude. Anyway, here we go. Oh, the camera's going fast. And, Ricky crashed his. Dutch Van der Schiff's going to take first, and Crazy Canuck is in second place again. Let's begin here at our replay. Now here we watch. All 3 of these trucks are consistent, and as they hit the track, and well, the camera's moving fast. Yeah, Matt called in saying that he moved the camera a bit too fast. So he's going to try a different angle, showing the racers racing on the dirt plains, instead of facing away from the dirt plains. Well, Ranger Ricky got a DNF, so he's tied with Dutch Van der Schiff. And Crazy Canuck, he bumps his score up to 6. So now we're looking at Crazy Canuck, who's closer to us. From Ontario, Canada. Way up there in the north. Now we're excited to see our fellow Canadian do so well on this course. As here we go, and dead even between him and Ranger Ricky. Oh, they get scrapped, and Dutch Van der Schiff is going to take his second win of the day. But, it's going to be very costly for Ranger Ricky and Crazy Canuck. Alright, as we're looking at the new shot, the new angle Matt is experimenting with, here we see Crazy Canuck and Ranger Ricky pull out in the lead together. But here, the both of them get into scrapping, and they both come to a stop. That leaves the open for Dutch Van der Schiff to move in and steal the win for this one. Now, Dutch Van der Schiff is now up to 8. Crazy Canuck is still at 6. And Ranger Ricky is still at 4. Now, Bob, I want you to explain this part. Yes, well, we had to restart race 4 twice because the first run was a DNF where our free didn't win. Same thing with the second rerun. So, we had to rerun race number 4 a second time. The second race before the halftime. Now, with all that said, Clint, what are your thoughts so far? Well, I know all these drivers are fast, but accidents. You gotta get ahead of the accidents, and I think they're gonna have to push ahead if they want to get in front of any accidents. Right now we're watching Ranger Ricky in the lead, but he got stuck, and now it's just Crazy Canuck and Dutch Van der Schiff, and Crazy Canuck's gonna take his first win, and he crashes over the trees and the rocks and over the creek. Dutch Van der Schiff's in second. Well, I guess here Crazy Canuck can consider this as a moral victory. Watch Raging Ricky. He was in the lead, and he had the lead until he hits the berm of snow. Not snow, dirt. And it was just a simple race to the line, and Crazy Canuck takes it. But as you can see, he plunges into the creek and rolls onto the rocks. So, after that race, Dutch Vandershift has 11, Crazy Canuck has 10, and Raging Ricky is gonna need a miracle. Let's go to the halftime. Hello, race fans. Last week, we had a Best in Show contest. And we are here looking at all 7 trucks that were submitted, but we can only have one winner, and that is Crazy Canuck. He is our Best in Show winner. That's right, and just take a minute and observe his truck. Look at it, it's bright blue. It looks like it came out of a painting. Yep, our Best in Show winner is definitely Crazy Canuck. Now I don't blame you. And emailed to him right now is his prize. A certificate. Congratulations. You've earned the NJ Off-Road Showdown Best in Show certificate. It may not be a trophy, but it's better than nothing. That he can print out on his wall and admire his achievement. Oh, indeed. So, Clint, we're here at race 5, and we're still talking because race 5 was a utter bust. Because we ended up with yet another triple DNF. So we had to go ahead and restart race number 5. Well, needless to say that we were not to a good start. Yeah, indeed, but anyway, we have a race going on. And Raging Ricky, no surprise, is pulling out the lead. And, he's Crazy Canuck at second round, and that's going to take the win. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness, that is so close. He and Crazy Canuck were together. We know Raging Ricky took third. Clint, will you please tell us who won? I will gladly tell you, Bob. But first, we need to look at the racers. Watch Raging Ricky as he slides out, and that has been his Achilles heel. And Dutch Vandershift capitalizes on he and Crazy Canuck spinning out, and ooh, that's gonna be very close. First and second finish. And Dutch Vandershift taking first. Crazy Canuck will take second. So after that race, Dutch Vandershift is leading with 15. Crazy Canuck with 13. And Raging Ricky finally got a score. But he's still in last place. Yeah, I have the feeling that Raging Ricky might catch up to the others. But that's only if either Crazy Canuck or Dutch Vandershift DNF. We're going to see how this plays out. Race 6 is underway. Good battle for the lead. Going outside. Raging Ricky sliding around again. Up. He is helped. And it's going to be another close run. And oh my goodness, it's a DNF for Dutch Vandershift. Oh my goodness. Dutch Vandershift is probably kicking his little bum. Dutch Vandershift. Look at him. He is so consistent. And right here, that little dirt just stopped him right in the tracks, and ooh, it's gonna be very close. First and second place finish again, and it's gonna be Raging Ricky. Crazy Canuck will take second. Alright, fans, keeping track because Raging Ricky is now at 10. Crazy Canuck with 16. Dutch Vandershift is still at 15. So Raging Ricky might still have a chance if he wins the next 2 races. So here we go. Close battle. Here we go. Oh my god! That is a massive wreck right there near the dirt drop. Holy mother of Mustangs! I don't know what I saw. Me neither. Clint, help us out, please. Oh yeah, I wanted the film crew's ready to get things ready after that massive wreck. And here's the safety crews out there on the way. Now watch the blue Tacoma from Crazy Canuck. Here's the dirt, and oh my goodness, what a wreck! We gotta see that again in super slow motion. Yeah, if you're a fan of Crazy Canuck, or if you are Crazy Canuck, or if you're Richard Gere, that is painful to watch. Well, we've heard of worse wrecks. That's right. Oh boy. Okay, we're getting word from the safety crew that Crazy Canuck and Dutch Vanderschiff are okay. They were safe inside their trucks. Thank goodness they had airbags in them. And they'll be ready for the next race, we hope. What's that? Alright, we got word from our mechanics and they are all set to go for racing. That is wonderful to hear. Let's just check the scores. And those DNFs are going to be very costly for both Crazy Canuck and Dutch Vanderschiff. Only 1 point separates each of them. You heard Clint, and mathematically, it is possible for either one of these three to move on. Doesn't matter how many points they get, they'll all just win. But really, the real race is between all three of them, as we are all set and ready for the final race. And let's just say that wreck is going into our book of wrecks. Indeed it is. Oh, Crazy Canuck sliding, little Dutch Vanderschiff, and Raging Ricky is going to be the only survivor in this race. That is amazing. Warriors fans, Raging Ricky, despite having 3 DNFs in the first half, he was able to sustain himself and get enough points to get higher on the board. And Crazy Canuck and Dutch Vanderschiff did not finish. Probably still shaken from that wreck. Either way, let's look at the final scores. Raging Ricky's moving on, and Crazy Canuck is going to move on with him by 1 point. Yeah, 1 point separating him and Dutch Vanderschiff. Even though we have to say goodbye to Dutch Vanderschiff, there is a slight chance that he will make it into the top 5. Either way, here are your top 4 to the finals. Bumping Billy, Uncle Elvis, Raging Ricky, and the Crazy Canuck. We have 2 Fords, 1 Tacoma, and 1 Ram. And don't go anywhere, because tomorrow we're having a squash race for 5th place. That's right. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm Clint Spanners, he's Bob Motors, and we look forward to seeing you next time. So, let's go back to that road. Yeah, that was just bad. Well, thank goodness we have a safety crew. You think we have waivers? No, yeah, that sounds a good idea. Helping out with Mia.